those days. Oh, can you see that? A red light. Barely doing the speed limit. You don't need to worry about speed cameras. Well, it's the next day. This next light has a speed camera. I found out through trial and error, trust me. This one used to only do red light, and then they switched it to speed and red light. It's a new invention. It's a red deer in the last year. Anyways, going to, like I talked about last video, I think I even said I wasn't even going to bother, but it's going to put a dent in my whole day of escapades. What's going on today? So we're going to load water stuff at 5 a.m. It's 4:15. A little bit behind, not too bad. We'll be fine. I just can't dawdle. We had another hot tip as the boss put a trailer in the shop yesterday in the wash bay to melt for buddy that had to do 2 trips to Terrace from Kamloops or something. I don't know where he was, but he had to go to Terrace twice. It was a little jelly, but he said it was about only 2 hours that he's seen dry pavement, so maybe not so jealous. It would have been one of those jobs that would have been ho 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 hold the payments. But I got these blowers that I've had numerous bouncy castles over the year because I had children. And it's Alberta, so why wouldn't I buy them everything under the sun? That obviously Dad had to have fun on the bouncy castle as well, and I blew the seams and wrecked some of the bouncy castles, so I kept the blowers because at Road Train we used to stick the blowers underneath the trailer, the truck, whatever. If you were you would come and park after your job during the day, or whatever time you got back, you'd throw a blower underneath that thing to move the air. It would melt the snow twice as fast. And as it was sitting there, the boss was like, I'm gonna have to like fire up the pressure washer and get some of this stuff off. I'm like, man, I would hate, I cringe at only putting stuff inside for a little while, because it just seems like if it's cold, it creates moisture in your lines, and then you pull it back out and you're gonna have issues. Honestly, I'd like to prefer to have everything, like the trailer especially, stay outside all winter. Give it a little sip of alcohol every once in a while. I was bad this year and I didn't drain my air tanks, and I think there's a little bit of water in there, but it's frozen now, so it ain't gonna do anything. Because last time I had it in the shop, I opened up the drain tanks and there was nothing at all. I'm like, I just parked it and I know there's air in there, so obviously there was water on the bottom and it froze. So, shame on me. Tardiness. And, yeah. But every once in a while, you gotta get a trailer in. They do get caked up, and it's nice to get them all snow melted off. Usually we would go to the car wash and just wash the shit out of them, but it's 50-50 too. It would be fine if it would stop snowing, but we keep getting flurries. Like every day I go home, I sweep off the cars in the backyard, and I wake up in the morning, there's another layer of snow. I'm like, God damn it. And then I gotta go right back to close to Grand Prairie. The Forestry trunk is just on the other side of DeBolt, which is like 40k this side of Grand Prairie, so I'm pretty much going back to the same spot. And then the Forestry trunk will probably be a snow fest as well, because it's just one of those roads. There's been a few times I've been down there, it's been fairly well taken care of. There's one hell of a hill, is the Simonette crossing, which is the first, you leave the pavement, pretty much chaining up, and within the first, it's less than 10 to 8K, you can chain up, and then you take the hill down, cross the river, and then it's steep on both sides. For probably fine if you're empty and they have it graded and there's some dirt showing. But chances are that ain't gonna happen. So always put on a set because I'll be going out loaded. Got a pin load, a sweet pin load. I think it's a gas trailer or maybe even yeah, I'm gonna go with, is it propane? I don't know. It's for water transfer, so it's gonna be natural gas or it's gonna be propane, which is pretty much the same thing. Not too sure. I just kind of got told a little bit of what I'm doing. He's like, do you think you could pin up to one of these? Is the one that was in the yard at the end of the last video. I'm like, looks like there's lots of room. It's hard to tell without actually putting the truck beside it, but it'd be sweet if I had a measurement from the pin to, like, say the dolly legs, where I was like, okay, this is a good fitment here. Like, I should have took a measurement. Next time I see those cooler trailers, I will do that, because that was pretty much, I couldn't fit my pinky barely in between the frame and the roll. So that is a tight fit, and you probably don't want to go off-roading to some crazy place. So pavement application only. Same with those rail trailers that had those panels for CP. That was tight too. Alright. Well, that's enough babbling. When I get in there, I got to get going here right away and get hooked up and get over there, because it's already 4:20. It takes 15 minutes to get over there. Bloody hell. I spent like 15 minutes. Did you hear about the guy that couldn't get in the shop to go to work? All great, the defrost, the trailer, the water flows right to the door. I couldn't get in. I'm out there pounding the shit out of that. Luckily I found that over there. Oh yeah, straight ice. Like, fuck man. That sucks a lot. Dude, I was out there freezing my fucking hand off, pounding the shit out of the... that's old. Bad idea. Oh, that's great. No, it's gonna open up again anyways. The frost sets off the sensors and it stops, but if you stop it any more than full open, I find myself a lot of time having to manually pull it down. We used to have Bluetooth on all the doors, so you can open them with your phone, same as our gate still works with our phones. And then all these used to open via Bluetooth on your phone, and then all of a sudden it was only down to that one. Figure that some of this stuff got fucked up during like a thunderstorm or something, some lightning. So I'm gonna have to bring that up. I was gonna bring it up before. I was like, dude, I had to struggle to get in the shop like last week or something. Wouldn't be a problem if we were all parking in here, right? Moisture. probably cold enough for you guys sitting out there waiting, just chaining this stuff down. Got my own suspension problems today, not coming up now. Put in some alcohol, hopefully something pops off here. Had to rock a piss. Check these chains, check this load. That alcohol made it through eventually. I checked the load leveling valve. I thought maybe it was stuck for some reason. I got underneath there and was fiddling around. Nothing was happening. And I just hope for the best. I'm like, I gotta go, and hopefully it makes its own decision. And it did. So the 666 is over with. I got stuck behind a hoe and a cat all the way across the Sunchild doing 80. You guys are going way slower than I want to go. Let's clean these lights. We're about 10 minutes from the powerhouse turn off, just on this pull out by the Elk River turn off. I was like, man, it feels like it's riding better, so I'm hoping it's good. And it is. Floaters for their pumps, or they're not their pumps, they're pickup lines. When they put the hoses in the water, they tie them onto here so they float, not stick to the bottom. Burr, burr, burr. Fuel gauge is dancing around, reading, not reading. Fix one thing, two other things break. Where are we? Red Deer. Let's check. Oh, Lodgepole, I'm right by there. Minus 29 feels like some 33. Okay, well that's warmer than the other day. But this afternoon it's going to be 26. Well, it's going to be bombing out. Hurry up and ditch this, and then we got to make our way back to town, ditch the trailer, and then go towards the GP. Tribeca, Nelson Bros. Which is it? Oh, chrome goalposts. Basically right on the other side of the dam. Then we drive over Brazo Dam. Brazo, whatever. Showed it a few times in my videos, like a single lane. It's not, you can, two trucks can pass, but they recently put up a sign, it's like single lane for big trucks only. Well, you have no warning system and there's no radio channel to communicate. And it's blind corners both sides. Pretty much, you like pop up there and you're like already almost committed, and they make you stop. It's almost on a hill on one side, and the other side it's trees. You can't see until you nose around the corner, and then you're the asshole waiting on the inside of a corner. That ain't. I've had to squeeze across there with wheelers lost. There's enough room for a wheeler and a tractor. As long as both aren't wide, then might be a little bit of problem there. Firewood out here, not that's popular, but I see some spruce. Not that anybody likes spruce. I like when that lodgepole is long and tall and it doesn't have very big branches. It's usually about the same size all the way up. Not seeing much now. Always looking for places to cut firewood. There's a big burn area down here, but it hasn't been sitting long enough. It's been sitting for, I don't know, 5-6 years. Still got a lot of charcoal on it. I'm sure there's some good stuff in there somewhere, but a few times that I've seen some logs cut laying on the ground, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw those on and haul them home. Done that a few times. Buck them up in the yard at road train, take them home in the pickup. Anyways, back to town, and we'll grab that other trailer. Hopefully get ripping on her towards GG. Hopefully there's no problems, no airbag leaks or anything like that, or lots of air leaks once I get it out in the cold down the road. a couple of the guys helping. There was a young kid, he was trying to undo the screw boomer, and it's just, the whole thing is spinning around and around. He's just holding the handle, going back and forth, and he was working on it, but I did 3 other boomers, and I was like, what's up over here? He's like, just grabbing the handle, and he's going, he's like, it won't stay in place. Oh, like, you gotta hold this part. I got those yellow ones. So simple, a caveman can do it.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that?
That is really condescending.
Pretty much a replay of last time when we came back here just yesterday. Blowing snow, a little bit of flurries mixed into her. She's pretty chilly. Just opened the breakfast box there and gave it a flip. Oh, got the maple sausage filled the cab here. Seeing Shane there going the other way with pumps. He said he had 7,000 kilometers of snow when he went to there. So he had to do he did 2 trips. I can't remember where I'm from, but I was like, wow. Must have been pretty brutal. And then it's a different kind of snow down there. His hole underneath of his trailer was just solid snow, like filled in all the holes and everything. Because down there it gets like a little wet when you get around, like, if you get, I don't know if it's so much once you get past like Prince George or maybe a little more like by Smithers, but it's heavy wet snow, so it's kind of a bugger because it clings on and just keeps building up, and then before you know it, you got like 2,000 kgs of snow trapped under your trailer. I'm getting hungry. Angry, maybe. Cycle this a few times to make sure it's good to go. It should be, because it breathes through the airbags every time you're like hitting bumps and stuff when you're loaded, so that alcohol should have made its way where it needed to go. Beauty. Good. Need to go to the car wash and wash this thing. Spotless. Needs to stop snowing. Oh, finish this morning's paperwork, let the brakes cool down, and go get that other one. be able to get right through out of there, no problem there. After you blow the ring lands and rod bearings. Somebody is shedding parts. About 30k back, I seen a complete rim and tire, and then just back there again, I seen another rim and tire, and then I just seen the brake drum there. So hopefully he sees that he's missing something before he goes through the scales or kills somebody. Coming into Whitecourt here, it looks frosty to the west. It's been kind of hesitant of a little bit of flurries, but it looks pretty good so far. We'll see. Everything always changes right from Whitecourt. You could be just, this is how it was when I came up, except for it was lighter out. And I was like, oh man, it's going to be a good drive. But it's always a good drive. And then as soon as you pop out the other side, go through the scales, and all of a sudden, boom! Snowing, shitty, hammer lane, snow covered, everybody's driving slow, nobody will pass. Then I'm gonna make a pit stop. I might feel I might need Red Bull. Maybe a different kind of snack. Jalapeno corn dog and spirited mustard. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta keep up this health, you know. Us truckers, we love to eat garbage. No, just garbage. Garbage, more garbage. Garbage flying out of the back of people's trucks. down on my toes, but usually my right foot's hot, my left one is chilly. It's not freezing, but it's cold. Could be better. Gonna have to make a deflector out of like some tin or something so I can get it to blow in all the right spots, because it's ridiculous. There's like bullet holes all over the place in the ditch ever since I left Whitecourt. Figured they'd put a hell of a lot more sand on this, but I guess not. That's where all the action was the other night. Oh yeah, look at all the bullet holes everywhere. Pin to win. Without the flashing green LED on this camera. back here before they did all the work to the road. Jimmy said he barefooted, but I chickened out.
Set the aim on my waistline, rock my hips side to side, move the mountains within me, pour sweet lullabies in my ear. We've got a rich life to remember, and the ambition to spend it high. Can you lend me a hand while I strut on this land? Come on, lover, don't pretend that I'm not enough. Get me high, love me back. Come on, medicate the world away. Changes in the air, get us out of here. Oh, make 'em
whole service rig crew parked right here beside me, and I didn't hear a thing. Usually when you know you're sleeping close to the service rig, there's noise. So those guys get up in the morning, they're bashing, they're folding upstairs, they're opening up doors. Just noisy group of people. Got some frosty, the back window. And my back was up against that. Woke up and I was like, oh, it's so cold. The good part about having a flat top. Bigger bed, so you can get your ass away from the back wall. With our new truck had the padded insert instead of a curtain. I should definitely opt. Need something. Need like an extra foot and I would be happy. It's not bad now. It's okay. This mattress, I got the Prison Edition mattress with the lines on it. It's just like foamy that rolled out. And it's not the comfortablest. I remember I used to have great sleeps in my road train truck. I'd be like, man, this is plush. It had the non-flippable mattress, pillow top, and it was just like, oh. I was sleeping there for like 10, 12 hours, no problem. When I was run down, they're like, don't phone me, I'm sleeping in. Had the bunk heater cranked to what last night? 26. Just kind of use the bunk heater. I leave the truck heater on low because I got all my stuff up here. Last time I used just the truck heater, and then I wanted to get a drink of my water out of my bag, and it was like hot tea. I was like, yuck. So anyways, we're in Valley View. Gonna go sneak over here and get some coffee from the Shell Bobtail. I'm parking out front, right where the no park. I'm pulling up like a pickup. Get a coffee and carry on to home. Hopefully there is no phone call halfway or as soon as I get to Whitecourt. They watch me on the map. So we got like a, I don't know, 60-inch, 80-inch, whatever TV on the wall in the office, and through all the GPS they can see exactly what we're doing and where we are. And then they wait until the last minute and then we call it, hey, I need you to, just when do you think you're home free? I'm like, yeah, just coming up to the point of no return of going home free, and then boom. Yeah, we need you to go to Whitecourt and grab a trailer, and then go to Wildwood and grab a loader, and then take that to Edmonton. You might as well make 2 trips today. Damn it. It's a bunch, there's like 17 loaders that need to go back. From where we took the carts and area surrounding that whole section they're working on, so. I'm not really feeling that. I'd do it, but could warm up. I know it's cold because my back was cold all night. I don't even have Valley View, and it just automatically went to it. Sweet. 32 feels like 34. 31 this afternoon feels like 36 instead of 37. Well, it's really warming up. Monday. Rain? Just kidding. So we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look at that. 2 to 4 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 2. Is that even worth putting here? Like, everybody knows that centimeters are non-existent. -3. 2 above on Tuesday. Fuck, I'm going to the beach. Fucking sweating then. Shit. Alright. I gotta go get coffee. Heat spot's definitely hot. It's been like an hour and a half. Someone told, pull down the sunshades. Yep. Breakfast of champions. We're just outside of Whitecourt. Smash this back. Check that tire, make sure it's still good. When I get back, I'm gonna get that fixed. We'll start another grind tomorrow, probably. Stay tuned.
Brunch time.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.